All right, good people. Today is Wednesday, the 19th. It's actually my husband's birthday. Um, okay, we'll do. Thank you. All right, so yes, baby, I will. We already worked on the project for about 5 6 minutes. Shh. I'm going to model or actually review midpoint, abbreviate endpoint distance to make sure that we understand how to do that using Pythagorean theorem to find the distance on the coordinate plane. All right, and then after which you're going to do some practice work on all of the above. Okay, midpoint, endpoint, distance, Pythagorean theorem, and area and perimeter like we did on yesterday. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's look at the sheet that I gave you so we can practice, do some guided practice on midpoint, endpoint, and distance. Please put that in front of you. Please put that in front of you. Pause for the cause. Please make sure you put your name on your work. Anyone need more time before I get started? I see some people still fidgeting. Come on, y'all. Jaden, we okay back there? That table, y'all good? Kai, we good?
Yes, ma'am.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Aria, are you all right? All right. Summer, you ready? Okay, good deal. Okay, so to find the distance, I'm going to go down here. There are two formulas that you can use for distance. Let's write these down. If it's on a coordinate plane, of course, we can use Pythagorean theorem. We've talked about Pythagorean theorem on Monday and Tuesday, okay? And then you can also use a distance formula, okay? Distance formula. I'm going to give you a distance formula. D is equal to, let's write this down, the square root, and all you're doing is substituting and using order of operations to find the distance. We got parentheses x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. This is the formula, okay? We're going to substitute those numbers into the formula, and we're going to calculate the distance. We use this one for a graph. We use Pythagorean theorem when there's a graph. And then we use distance when we're given 2 points. They're both going to get you the same answers. They are both going to get you the exact same answer. Questions about what Miss Reyes just said? All right, y'all. Let's practice it so we can get this right. Please make sure you have a calculator ready. Remember, it is 100% on you to study the formula and know it by heart. None of your formulas are given on any of your tests. Okay, that's the disclaimer. That means please study all formulas. Questions? None of the formulas are given to you. I don't want you to be shocked. None of them are given to you on any of the tests. Okay? All right, everybody got their calculator? Okay, let's do this, okay? So first thing we need to do is rewrite the formula for distance. We're finding the distance, okay, on this side. So let's calculate the distance. When they're giving you 2 points, we label. This is x1, y1. Let me zoom in a little bit. x2, y2. Questions about labeling? All right. Now let's write the formula for distance. We have D is equal to the square root. We have x2 minus x1, then square it, plus we have y2 minus y1, and we square it. That's the formula. Very similar to slope formula. You can actually, if you wanted to, you can put the y's first if you want to, if that's easy for you to remember, instead of putting the x's first. It's up to you. You're going to add them both together, so it really don't matter. You could put this parentheses here and this one here. It don't matter because you're going to add them together, so it don't matter. All right, let's substitute. We got the square root. In the parentheses, let's do the x's. We got -6 minus 0 square plus we have 0 minus a -8 square. So here, what do we get? What is -6 minus 0? -6. So we got -6 squared plus this. What's minus a negative? A positive plus a positive. So we got 8 squared. So here, I'm going to have to start writing these on a separate piece because I write too big. So here, for distance, what is -6 squared? What's -6 times -6? Just 36. Plus, what's 8 times 8? 64. So let's add those together. 36 plus 64. 100. What's the square root of 100? So our answer for distance is 10. Summer, check out the. Okay. Have a good one, sweetheart. I'm going to have to write mine on a separate sheet, y'all, because I write too big. You might be able to fit it in there. Miss Reyes cannot. I'm going to use yeah, me too. All right. You can use the back part of your paper. Ready? Ordered pairs. Bye, sweetheart. -7, comma, -1. -2, comma, -4. I'm going to give you time to label. Label those real quickly, please. So you should get x1, y1, x2, y2. Think about the formula now, what D is equal to. We know it's square root. Let's go with the x's first. x2 minus x1 squared. We're adding y2 minus y1 and square it. Questions? Okay. No problem. I'm going to give you a chance to substitute. Let me pause, see if you can substitute, okay? Substitute on your own, see what you get. Okay? We have D is equal to, got square root. We got x2, so in parentheses, we have -2 minus, can you open it, babe? Minus a -7 squared. Plus, we have y2, that's -4, minus a -1, and we're squaring that too. So we substituted. We all right with substitution? All right, square root. In this parentheses, Minus a negative is plus a positive. So that's going to be negative 2 plus 7. What's negative 2 plus 7? 5. So we got 5 squared. Plus, again, minus a negative is plus a positive. What's negative 4? Oh, yep. Negative 4 plus 1 is 3. So we have 3 squared. So 5 squared is equal to what? Yes. Negative 3. We forgot. I forgot. What is 5 times 5? 25. What is negative 3 times negative 3? Positive 9. Good job. So now let's add. What's 25 plus 9? 34. So we have the square root of 34. This is our answer. Or we can write it, yes. Or we can write it as a, here you go, baby. We can write it as a decimal, okay? We could type in the square root of 34. Second, x squared, 34. And we get a decimal of 5.8, okay? Questions? Raise your hand if you're still writing. Okay. All right, let's do the next one. We got 4 comma 3, negative 3 comma 6. We're finding the distance here. Label and write down the formula. I'm going to pause for the cause. All right, here we go. Let's label. We have x1, y1, x2, y2. So just 3 people stand for tutoring? Who was it that stand again for tutoring? Okay, cool beans. Oh, good, good. All right. So now let's write the formula for distance. We have x2 minus x1, and we square it, plus y2 minus y1, and we square that. Okay? Now let's substitute. Square root. In the first parentheses, we got negative 3 minus 4. Square it. Plus, the second parentheses, we got 6 minus 3. Square it. Questions about substituting? Okay, are you okay? Then we have d is equal to square root. In the parentheses, what's negative 3 minus 4? Say again, baby. Negative 7. Square it. Plus, you change it to plus a negative. Okay? What is 6 minus the 3? 3. Square it. So now what we have, what's negative 7 squared? Negative 7 times negative 7. 49. Guys, it happens. It's not a big deal. What's 3 times 3? 9. So now we're going to add those together. What's 49 plus 9? 58. So our answer is the square root of 58, or we can write it as a decimal. We got second x squared 58. Miss Reyes, make sure we type it in. We press the second button and the x squared button. And then we type in, what I say, 58? And that's about, I'm going to truncate. I'm going to cut the decimal off after the 1, okay? In the 10th place. So that's going to be 7.6. Or D is about 7.6. The squiggly lines is about. Do number 3. I did number 3, didn't I? Do number 4 on your own. What kind of plastic bag? Let me look. I need you to do number 4 on your own, please. 4 and 5. Number 4. Shh. We're doing 4 and 5. I didn't go over 4. Shh. So we got 6, comma 3, -2, comma, -3. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Shh. D is equal to square root X2 minus X1 square it plus Y2 minus Y1 square it. So in the parentheses, we should have -2 minus is a part of the formula, 6. Bring down the plus. Don't forget the square, sorry. Y2, -3 minus is a part of the formula, 3. Square it. Okay. In the parentheses, what did you get? What is -2 minus 6? -8. And we're going to square it. Plus, what's -3 minus 3? -6. And square it. Okay, got it? Oh, no, not, yeah, 6. All right, got that? Okay. Did we put 6?
No, we put 9.
That's what we did wrong. All right. You're okay, baby cheeks. All right. What is -9? I'm sorry. -8 times a -8. +64. Good job, baby. Why did her calculator give her that? You know why? Because she put it in wrong. Shh. When you do that, you have to do parentheses, negative, no, it's parentheses. Parentheses, -8, close parentheses. What you told the calculator to do is only, you put in parentheses, so you told the calculator to square only the 8 and not the -8. That's why you have to put it in parentheses. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got 6, -6 squared. What's -6 times -6?
36.
What's 64 plus 36? And what does that give you? All right. Okay. Let's do number 6. 5 you should be able to do on your own. Number 6, we did this yesterday. You're going to take the grid lines and you're going to make a triangle. Shh. This is where we're using Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Okay, so we're going to use the grid lines to draw a right triangle. Remember, the sides that form the right angle are our A and B. This is side A, this is side B. The side opposite of the right angle is C. That's the side we're trying to find. Okay. What is the length of A? 1, 2, 3, 4. This length right here is 4. So we got 4 squared. What is the length of B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. B is 7. C we don't know. Okay? So let's solve it. Let's do 4 squared plus 7 squared. What's 4 squared plus 7 squared? 65. Okay, when we solve for C, we got to get rid of the squared. What's the opposite of squaring a number? Square root. So my answer is the square root of 65, or we can write it as a decimal. Second x squared 65. 8.06. Okay, about 8.06. Questions? Raise your hand if you are still writing. Anybody still writing? Okay. Do we need to see another one? Do you see another one? One more? Let's do number 7. So we're going to use the grid lines to draw a right triangle. Okay? Only reason why we're doing that is because you can only use Pythagorean theorem with right triangles. You can't just use it with any old triangle. So I'm going to use my grid lines. I'm going to go this way with it. This way and then over. The two sides that form the right angle we label as A and B. What is the length of A? 1, 2, 3. A is going to be 3. So we have 3. We're going to substitute 3 in for A. We put 3 squared. What is the length of B? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. So that's 5 squared. Okay. Now we have 3 squared plus 5 squared. Let's type that in. What is 3 squared plus 5 squared? 34. What's the opposite of squaring a number? So to get rid of this square, we have to square root it. So on this side, we can leave it as a square root of 34, or we can see what the decimal would be. Second x squared 34. That's going to be about 5.8. So we have 5.8 about. Remember, about is the squiggly lines. Carter, you okay? You sure? All right. Questions about that? Okay, you should be able to do 8 on your own. Let's look at 9. 9 is already, you can tell me the distance of 9. What is the length of 9? 1, 2, 3. The answer is 3. You don't have to do anything. Okay? You only have to do if the line is slanted and you can't read, you can't do the distance if the line is slanted. Questions? Okay. All right, let's skip down, please, to number 11. Don't worry about 10. Oh, that should be against the law. Look at that notebook. Jesus.
What's wrong with my 40?
What's wrong? What's right with it? What's right about it? You were hungry. All right. All right, here we go. Midpoint. Midpoint formula. Again, I write big. I'm going to have to write it on a separate sheet. So we're doing midpoint. This is number 11. You're finding, you got 8. You're finding the point that's directly in the middle between those two. The formula for midpoint is that you add the x's together, x1 plus x2, and divide it by 2. You add the y's together. and you divide them by 2. And that's going to give you the point that's in the middle. Okay? So let's label our coordinates. These are both endpoints. This is endpoint 1, x1, y1. This is endpoint 2, x2, y2. Questions about that? Write this down, Rylan. Write this down, baby. Put that junk away. Bless your heart. Jesus, help. All right, so my midpoint. I'm going to add the x's together. That's going to give me 8 plus 2. I'm going to add the y's together. That's going to give me -4 plus -1. Questions? Remember again, you are not given any formulas. You have to know them by heart. Okay? So here, what is 8 plus 2? 10. What is -4 plus -1? -5. So my midpoint, my x and my y value for midpoint is going to be what? What comma what? Negative what? 5/2 or 2.5. Questions about that? Okay. I'm going to need you to do number 12 and 13 on your own, please. Pause for the cause. If you need help, please come up here.